This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Oh, Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Some wins on the football field are good quality wins.
You must be talking about the Saints.
Then, gentlemen, there are wins that fall under the ugly column, and they will induce stress, concern, and worry.
Most definite.
Okay?
Most definite.
So, we'll use that platform, and I use that term loosely. We'll get into the political platform a little bit later on in this opening segment to describe LSU McNeese.
They played each other?
No, both of them. They both win. Would y'all agree they're inducing some concerns?
I'm going to speak.
Anytime, somebody jump
I am
in
going to
on me.
speak for the LSU Tigers. I am not going to speak.
Yeah.
I am not going to speak for the McNeese Cowboys, but I will speak for the LSU Tigers. Yes, somewhat. And if I can recall back some time ago, I think during the summertime, I think I spoke with you in Scooter about, you know what? I'm not sold on this Danny Etlin's guy. I am not sold
right
on him.
into your wheelhouse,
And
Hobbs.
I am saying this
Right
for
into
the,
your
and I'm
wheelhouse.
going to throw you a fast one too, Scooter. I have concerns with him because people have figured out what he can and what he can't do. And you talking about quality.
Is that the best journalistic input you're going to give us tonight?
And you're talking about quality teams. Those first two games, guys, come on, let's not even count them, okay? That was practice. You're getting into quality teams now that know how to scheme you, that know how to play you. We haven't even gotten deep into the SEC yet, and we already have a loss.
Of course.
We already have a loss.
Again, great journalistic input there.
Oh,
we know
okay,
we have
then,
a loss.
all right, then, okay.
We know LSU's lost.
But months ago, you guys were saying he was the answer. He was the man.
I said he was the starting quarterback.
Look, I assume we're bouncing around.
We are
this
bouncing.
first
He
segment.
never likes to bounce. He wants to keep on one
He had
subject.
to get specific.
I know.
promise
I
you,
won't. I'm just getting
next
warm.
segment, we will get deeply into the
Yeah.
quarterback.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
All
can
right.
do that then. We can
And
do
I
that.
can't believe
I
you're
can't believe
smarter
it.
than that.
Oh, I
I'm
can't believe
not-
it either.
I
can't
know what I was
believe
looking at,
he's saying.
Scooter. You're not setting me up for this, Scooter. I'm staying
But
strong.
I will give you the overview now, okay?
Please, short.
That was an alarming an LSU victory as I
I
can
bet it
remember.
was. I bet it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot remember. And remember, we're not talking about FCS.
No.
It is a Power 5.
Yes.
But everybody knows it's not that good of a
It's not
team.
Syracuse.
No.
It's not that good.
Syracuse, and you could not watch that game and feel much confidence
That's my point.
about LSU.
That's my
for
point.
the rest of this year. If for no other reason, to me, that team is playing with no confidence right
No.
now.
That's
They
yeah.
are getting by totally
Yeah.
on whatever athletic ability they have.
And you have some guys that were going to be listed as star players. I don't know, Scooter, maybe you know. I don't know what's going on with Keys. I don't know.
I want to talk
He's
about that later
overweight
on in the
right
show.
now.
I want to talk about
He's
that.
more than overweight.
That can get better. That can get better.
Yeah. All right. Let's transition to the McNeese Cowboys, the game I was at.
Yes.
It's the same thing. There's worry and concern, but the caveat to it is, granted, we're 4 games in, okay? And it's a developing team. It's a slowly developing team. And not to work LSU back into this, but I guess that maybe the the light at the end of LSU's tunnel is maybe they're just taking more time than expected to develop. I think the Cowboys
You're saying that about the LSU Tigers?
Yeah, both teams, Cowboys and LSU.
Back on LSU
Yeah.
if you let
Yeah.
it. But to your point, you're right in that. I mean, LSU is a very young team. McNeese, I don't know they really have that excuse.
No.
Like any team with
Injuries.
limited scholarships, and they have some
injuries.
But this is a veteran team that should be playing better than
Yes,
it is right now.
and incrementally they're showing progress. The defense is stellar,
That was
but we got to see them
encouraging.
against
But
Central Arkansas. We got to see them.
Who were they playing?
I know.
You know,
I know.
I'm not gonna pronounced its defense there.
Yeah. And,
competition will give you a barometer of what's expected of you
the
as a
good
team.
competition that we thought was good, and I think in the end they'll be Nickel State. Now, they got waxed by Sam Houston.
Yeah.
That's the number 3 team in the country in FCS. A lot of people are going to get waxed by Sam Houston. So it was a little bit of a barometer, you know. So again, I open it up with a platform that their wins, they're somewhat ugly, and they're stress-inducing for these coaches and these programs.
The thing that bothers me, Rick, I look at last week's game against Mississippi State, and I look at the Mississippi State game and the Georgia game.
Yeah.
Georgia,
kind of, yeah.
I don't think that Georgia is that much better than LSU defense speed-wise. I think LSU probably have one of the second best, fastest defense in the SEC. But how can Georgia stop what they did and we couldn't?
We'll get into that later on when we do some college football roundup. Saints win. Saints win. Saints win.
You happy? You're happy. You're just happy.
Well, I gotta be happy. Good gosh, they got off
put
the
too much
snide,
into that.
That might have been the best game the Saints have played in a couple of years.
Ran for about 150 yards.
That was
a lot of turnovers.
They didn't really run that much early, but once they really got things going, they were able to run.
Look,
kind of set up the run with the pass, I thought.
Look, we talked about it in your absence, and I came out and I just had to say it.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a little bit.
Good to have you back.
Simply put, the Saints defense, they don't have enough stars. I mean, their talent level is not elite talent in the NFL. They're young in spots and they're working hard. You know, we're going to find out they're just not elite talent. But maybe they can patchwork it together.
But when you look at the Saints, Rick, and you can't look at other defenses and stuff, such as Denver, you have stars on that defensive squad there. But the Saints, Rick, this is
apparently
where
not against Jacksonville.
This is where the team concept comes into play. You don't have to have stars if you can play together as 11.
There you go. Okay, you're right. I'm with you on that.
And if that's what the Saints have to do to have a successful year.
Patchwork. Figure it out. Patchwork it together.
You know, and granted, Carolina's not one of the great offenses.
Oh, gosh.
But
great player in McCaffrey. I said he was going to be good.
The worst defense.
Yes, the
so
worst.
You've got to come away and
the worst defense against an offense playing against early on Carolina with the top-rated defense.
Well, I mean, Carolina's got some
misleading, probably.
I mean, it is because of the competition. It's still early. It's still early.
Yeah.
Before we
what hadn't really been said, because the Saints' defense was so bad, it wasn't like their offense lit it up those first 2
no, not at all.
No, not at all.
Let's
believe
face
me.
it, if the Saints are going to win, you figure they got to score 28, 35 points.
Exactly, no doubt, no doubt. And before we get off this game, let me state for the record now, because I know he's your boy, Cam Newton is a shell of himself, of his MVP season. Now,
talk more about the Saints.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I know the off-season shoulder. He didn't have very much work.
No, he didn't.
I'm sorry, but I just think he's a shell. I think Cam
say
Newton's
this.
got a lot of issues.
I mean, he's got things that he's got to fix. Offensively, he's missing some of his weapons that normally would make him much better. I mean, his top tight end.
Yeah.
But Rick, if you're going to sit here and say, from what you've seen in past years of Cam Newton, that he's just a shell, shame on you.
No, he's a shell.
Shame on you.
Look, I know quarterbacks.
Shame
I
on
am
you.
the quarterback whisperer.
Shame on you.
I know. Okay. All right.
Shame on you.
High school football. Again, much like what we're talking about early.
Yes.
I think we know where some of the power is. Barb being one of those powerhouses.
A little bit of a surprise.
Iowa, huh?
A little bit of a surprise.
Iowa is
They'll
going to
find out this week.
Oh, yes, indeed. I want to lay out some of the matchups early on so you can write it on your calendar. Barb at Acadiana.
That's a good team, Acadiana.
Okay. Sulphur hosting Lafayette. Sulphur beating Sam Houston. There's that matchup. It's coming. Okay. It's coming later on. LaGrange at New Iberia. Watch the Gators as they try to transition. Iowa at Westlake.
Yeah.
Iowa will be there in the end. Iowa will be there in the end.
Did you?
Did
we suspect Iowa to be this good?
Yes, they've been good for the last couple of years.
Okay, I didn't.
I didn't. And Tommy Johns is
young. He's in what, his second year?
Mike John's son.
It's his second year. He's in?
I think it's his second year. Yeah. Washington Marion going to hope to turn that season around at Jennings, which is
not a good place to turn it around.
Yeah, not a good place to turn it around.
But we didn't get a chance to talk about it. But I think the game last week with LaGrange and Faraday, I actually went to that game.
Yeah.
So that's all we're going to talk about.
No.
You got 10 seconds.
I have never seen high school kids from a small 2A school such as Faraday that big.
Yeah.
By the way, I think they're being recruited. I think they've committed to LSU already. But That was
Were
a
you
defensive
recruiting?
tackle.
Were you
No,
recruiting
I'm
out
not
there?
recruiting. But that was a defensive
you know
tackle.
You know Freddie Harrison, that's where he came from.
Yeah.
That's where he was coaching
Sean Burks came from there, who I played with too. Am I correct?
I knew you'd get
Linebacker.
to LSU somehow.
Well, if you really want to get,
I have
Jerry
never
Lee
seen-
Lewis is from Faraday,
But I have
Louisiana.
never seen a kid high
Give me
school
swagger.
6'6", 290.
Yeah, they grow
Can
big
run.
now, Kevin.
Can run.
Remember, when the bell sounds, lay
I'm
off
done.
the punches.
Okay,
That's it.
all right.
We're up against the clock. We're already over clock, as they
Just a
say
little bit, not much,
sometimes,
just
all
a little
right?
bit.
You like our little Jack Daniels
I
black
love the new
helmet?
helmet. I love it. I love it.
Dividing the
I love
Cowboys
it,
and the
man. I
Tigers.
love
I
it.
love it too. All right, we'll take a 2-minute pause. When we come back, it's purple and gold. LSU against the Big Orange. The Orange Crush of Syracuse.
Yeah.
We're coming
Yeah.
right back to Jack Daniels
like
at LaBerge
Orange
Casino Resort right here.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you'd like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
You don't have to sacrifice taste to stay in the game. Miller Lite, always brewed to have more taste and be less filling. Miller Lite, hold true.
All right, we're back here at Jack Daniels. Always remember Friday nights, Friday and Saturdays.
Yes.
Friday and Saturdays, country music live on the big stage. This coming Friday, it's Kilowatts, and on Saturday, Donnie Lee Strickland. Donnie Lee Strickland. There's go country right here at Jack Daniels, as we like to say, getting back to the roots.
You, Donnie Lee Strickland.
There you go. Getting back to the roots.
You better be good. You better be good.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Billy
a
Bob.
country singer.
Yeah, you
Billy Bob
definitely.
and Donnie Lee.
You definitely
All right.
better be
How
good.
about our Jack Daniels?
Jack
love
Daniels.
the Jack
we love
Daniels
it.
helmet. Love
all
I
right.
hear they're really good in the fifth quarter.
And
Yeah.
we missed you, Hobbs.
Fifth
we missed
quarter.
you. Glad you
Fifth
took a
quarter.
little
Good to
2-week
have you,
hiatus.
Hobbs.
Again, we want to pass along our condolences
Yes.
and our
Thank
sympathies
you.
for the loss of his
Everybody
mother.
We was
loves
loving you.
everybody out there. I got so much heartfelt love, and with
Yes.
my mother passing away a little over a week ago, and it was heartwarming, the response
I bet.
It helps.
I got. From
It
a
does
lot of
help.
people.
It helps. 86.
She would have been 87 and just
87, and I read.
lived a full life.
Yeah, I read
bet.
I read
I
your
bet.
read your piece on it, and that gave a good
No
sense
doubt.
of who she was. So
She was a hoot.
again, our condolences and sympathies on that. Glad to have you back. All right, let's usher in LSU. Look, Syracuse, Jim Brown played for Syracuse.
Yeah.
They have a long history of some pretty good football.
They do.
The former Eagles quarterback, and all of a sudden I can't think of his name.
Donovan
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 McNabb.
McNabb. All right, led them to some bowl games and
Yeah.
things of that nature. I covered Syracuse
Yeah.
in a Sugar Bowl, I think.
Floyd Little.
Huh?
Floyd
Floyd,
Little.
I mean, the running
They had
backs
some-
just
they-
go on and
they-
on.
they had
They're
some good
running back
players.
you there for a while. There. All right.
Yeah, but they're not that now.
No, they're not. No, they're
they're
not.
not.
But boy, let me tell you,
They do have a good little quarterback.
They
yeah,
do.
he is. He's very
If
talented.
he was
very
a little
shifty.
more accurate throwing, LSU could have been in some real trouble.
No, they were in serious
No
trouble for a
doubt.
minute, that Scooter.
No doubt, the Orangemen pulled every trick,
did.
every play out of that playbook.
They
I
did.
guess, but
I
I got
mean-
the feeling they run those plays every
They
week.
did them well, didn't they?
I got the
All
feeling
right.
they run those plays every
All right,
week.
Scooter, I want you to state the obvious so it helps our colleague to the left side
Scooter
of the
can
panel.
skate his, but I'm going to
It
make
is
my
not the
point.
quarterback.
He wants to
Come on.
I wrote in my column this morning, which obviously you didn't read.
It is
or you
not
would
the
be more
quarterback.
well informed.
I am informed. I was at the game. That informed me enough.
His eyes.
Informed me
Didn't
enough.
pass Guidry's eye test.
Quarterback was the least of LSU's problem.
I know that, but
Don't back away.
No,
Don't back away, Kevin.
Oh, they had a lot of problems.
Quarterback wasn't one of them. Danny Edling's doing fine.
I think the little kid. Go ahead.
I was giving you an opening. You
I
me.
don't-
I set you up, and you sit there like a.
State
no,
the
no.
obvious. I mean, help him.
Help
Teach
me.
him. Step.
I was at the game. I'm going to help you.
No, Kevin.
Look,
They couldn't block anybody.
Yes,
They
but
could not
this is
block.
my thing. This is my thing, guys.
Every time Edling decided to spin his head one way, he had a guy coming into his ear.
But this is my thing though. If the offensive coordinator sees that, and by the way, don't we have two of the top paid coordinators in the country right now?
State the
Two of
obvious
the
again.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. My thing is, if you're that high paid, and shouldn't you figure a way out if you feel your quarterback's in trouble, and we know that's not working, you don't have any other set you could put him in, shotgun, or do something to, wait, Rick.
Did he not roll out?
The thing, roll out, he can't run.
I felt
He
He
can't
rolled
run.
out,
You
but
know-
he
He
still was
run.
under pressure.
My thing is
well,
this.
neither can Brennan.
You've got
Really?
you have got the offense, certain people there that we don't have to have a quarterback that's a star. We've stated that before in the beginning of the season. You've got wide
No, wait a
receivers.
minute. Whoa. Isn't that always LSU's albatross quarterback?
Yeah, but wait, Scooter. You've got other kids. Last year you could have had a potential Heisman winner with the quarterback that we had. He didn't have to be a great quarterback, okay? He didn't have to be. The same with this. I don't think Geis is the shell of Leonard Fournette.
He's
Okay?
not right
No.
now,
He's not.
but
So my point is,
he's not healthy right now either.
there's a lot of people that's not healthy, okay?
Yeah.
My thing is this, Rick.
But a running back with a bad ankle is not a good.
No, it's not.
No.
But Rick,
But they got a pretty
as an
good one in
offensive
Williams.
coordinator, you mean to tell me you go 5 quarters without scoring 7 points? I'm counting the game before Syracuse. You go 5 quarters without scoring 7 points. Rick, we have a problem. We have
Okay,
a problem,
but a
Rick.
minute ago
Rick,
you
we
were
didn't
blaming-
score.
I'm adding up
you
the
were
quarters,
acting
okay.
like all they got to do is change
No.
quarterback.
But the thing is,
What happened to
but
that?
the thing is, Scooter, with the quarterback, you're my trigger guy. You've got to be the spark. You've got to be the guy that makes something happen. So if you can't get the ball downfield, we don't have anything in our pass protection or pass book says that we can't run a crossing route and you throw him the ball. Rick, there was nothing there for him to throw. I mean, at quarterback, if a
Some
but
of
if
it
a team,
it falls on the
no,
OC.
guys,
It falls
let me
on
tell you
Canada.
something. That defense on the other side of the ball probably would rank bottom last in the SEC, Rick.
No,
Rick,
you're-
you mean to
you're
tell me?
over. You're
No, I'm not.
exaggerating.
No,
They
I'm not.
weren't that bad.
You've got a defense that's going to dictate to you what you're going to run. All this motion and all that, Rick, they can throw it out the window. Throw it out the window.
I said,
Throw it out the window.
Let me just state this, and Hobbs will take over. I
We're
said
talking
from
about
game
Syracuse,
one. I
Rick.
said from
Good luck
game
getting
one,
the word
and
in.
y'all scoffed at me when I said, okay, I see the guard moving, I see all this motion, but the end result was still a handoff.
That's my point, Rick.
Okay.
The defense figured that out too, Rick.
Okay. All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
The defense figured that out too, Rick.
All right.
When they realized early on they were having trouble blocking these guys.
They
And
did.
it was.
They did.
They
were quick.
Smarter than me did an analysis of it, and they had 8-9 to box the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And they were sneaking a safety up. It really, it looked to me like LSU spent the whole game just trying to cobble something they could do. Now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they paid a price for all that in the box. LSU had a 57-yard touchdown pass and an 87-yard touchdown pass. And, you
Nice
know,
long
that's
ball
what-
that you said Etling couldn't throw,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
Nice long
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Go ahead,
yeah.
Hobbs. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And the other little guy can throw too.
But for you to sit there and say the answer is to change quarterback.
Well, right
Let's
now,
say this.
Scooter-
Orgeron today at his press luncheon, and he didn't. I'm connecting the dots here.
I'm gonna answer what
But
you.
he did talk one thing about Brennan, and he raved about his quick release.
Yes.
And implication was maybe Etling doesn't have the quickest release.
No, he doesn't.
And if you're having trouble protecting a quarterback,
What?
maybe a quick release.
Oh my
will
goodness,
help.
Rick.
look,
But listen,
What did
Go
Scooter
ahead.
just say?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Wait, but let me
You know,
get,
I'll
it
give-
gets better.
Okay. The way I remember it, Brennan was in, and I'm not trying to bad rap him. I'm just pointing out some facts here.
That
He
interception
in
was not his
4
fault.
series.
That was not his.
Looked to me like he
Scooter,
threw in triple
I think the receiver ran the wrong route.
Well,
Come on,
Orgeron
Scooter.
was
You
trying
throw
to
to a
say that
point.
too.
You throw to a point, Scooter.
It looked to me like he threw in triple coverage. But he also threw another one that was dropped the series before that would have been a pick 6.
Okay. Let me just say this. We said that the quarterback is not the problem.
No.
Why did
We say that.
Why did
you think it is?
Why did Brendan play? Why did he play? Why did they put him in?
Ask Orgeron. I'm wondering that too.
Curious about
No,
that.
Why did they put him in?
In a
He didn't
way-
play last week. He
No.
didn't play last week.
No.
Why he played this week against Syracuse?
I don't.
It was
I
a
disagree
problem.
with Orgeron.
It was a problem.
I disagree with Orgeron.
It wasn't a problem.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't.
No.
But this isn't a team.
Scooter knows what's going
This
on.
is a team still, searching.
You don't.
Trying to find. I was there.
It doesn't matter. I don't
saw
care
it.
if you were there.
I saw it. Why
I
did
don't
they put
care.
him in,
I'm
Rick?
guessing y'all didn't miss me the last 2 weeks.
Why
'cause
did-
you sure don't want me to talk?
Go ahead. It's just the
Don't even go there,
it's
Rick.
just ridiculous.
No, it's not,
just
Rick.
ridiculous.
The coaching staff has got to say
You're just like
it's
any
not
Joe Blow
working.
fan.
It's not working.
The best player on the roster is the backup
It's
quarterback.
not always the quarterback. Okay.
We
He's
got to
not
go.
the sole problem.
We got to go.
Scooter,
We're
granted.
out of time. You're going to have
He's
to
not
wait.
the sole problem.
No. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
finish
quickly.
this.
Finish it, Scooter. You deserve it, man. Finish it.
Ordinarily, I like the idea of giving a guy real minutes.
I'm with you.
But right now, I'm not so sure. This is a team that's searching for its identity.
You ain't kidding.
This is a team not playing with a lot of confidence.
None.
I'm not sure they need an unforced quarterback controversy right
Yes,
now.
I agree.
It can happen, Scooter.
To
It
get
can
into
happen.
The whole mix of it. Now, if Edling was really struggling, well, sure. But I haven't seen that as being the problem. But most fans are taking it hook, line, and sinker as bad as you are.
No.
Oh, yeah, the backup
No.
quarterback. Play the backup quarterback.
Let me just say this.
It's always the
No.
quarterback's fault.
I'm looking for something that's going to spark that offense, that's going to make these guys say, hey, look, come on, let's get this in the end zone. Edling's,
the
I
bell
think,
has
the
rung.
thing is that I think he's limited, and I think teams that are going to play LSU knows that, and I think they're going to cause him even more problems, Rick.
Okay.
Even more problems.
We're going to go to break.
I'm not
We'll
saying
get
Brennan
back
is the
to
answer,
it.
but they played him for a reason, Rick, on Saturday.
We'll get back to it. The offensive line sucks.
They did. Yes, they suck.
Sucks. Okay, we're going to break. You're missing the whole point.
How many offensive
They
lines
suck.
you know throughout the country have bad offensive lines but have good quarterbacks?
They suck.
Huh?
Now they
Not
suck.
many.
We're going to take a short pause. We're coming back to Jack Daniels in about 2 minutes at LaBear's
Settle
Casino.
down.
Stay right there.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBear's Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. We're hot and heavy into it. We talked at the outset of the show. Quality win, ugly wins. A win is a win. A victory goes in the column, yada, yada, yada. But there's a lot of stress and concern in Baton Rouge. I think there's concern and worry here in our area in Southwest Louisiana with the McNeese Cowboys. And that is what we're talking about right now in this segment. All right, let's just transition. All right, look.
Why don't we talk about Jack Daniels?
Well, I think some of these coaches might need a little extra Jack Daniels while watching these game tapes. First, it was the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense kind of playing great in the front seven, but shooting themselves in the foot, giving up these explosive plays. All right, all of a sudden they
didn't have one.
Yeah, they open up Southland and no explosive plays. Now, this is the first ever meeting with Houston Baptist. Look, I mean, I walked their sideline. I got a little story to tell about their sideline.
Yeah.
You know, they looked apart. They get off the bus, they look like pretty good ball players.
Yeah.
Okay? They didn't have a whole lot of talent at quarterback, but they had some talent in spots. So no chunk plays, but then all of a sudden the offense is fumbling inside the 5. Another pick 6 by Tabarry.
Yeah.
You know, a safety, a this, or that. That's where the concern and worry is. And that's what coaches must, I mean, Guidry and his staff must be pulling their hair out. He doesn't have much hair. But again, it's early, and it's the struggle of finding identity, finding what you do well, putting it together. And they better put it together quickly.
And the thing is this, Rick.
Because Southeastern's coming.
If you feel
Stephen Evans this week, I don't know, Stephen Evans on the road could give them problems.
You know, it's what you believe in your offense, and it's what you believe in your defense. And I don't think any coaching staff would put their offense in a position down at the goal line or in the red zone to throw something of a pass that's going to cause them to take it back for a pick 6. Now, that happened. Who do you blame that for? Is that the coaching staff or is that the player?
No, it's football.
Okay.
It's football. The pick 6 was football.
But the thing is, do you throw that down there in that area?
I don't have a problem. I don't have the problem with the play. It happens. It was, you know, I have to see it again to see if Tabarry, if it was his first read or second read, the man made a good. It was a bad throw and a good play by the HBU player.
Most has been a circus in the red zone all year.
Yes, but I mean, look, Ben Jones fumbles. Ben Jones is going and he fumbles. He runs into one of his offensive linemen. He fumbles at the 3.
Yeah, but the thing is, the point
Tabarry mishandles the stop. He fumbles at the 3.
The point that Scooter makes, though, you know, the red zone has been a circus. I mean, do you even throw it? Do you do something less percentage-wise?
You keep doing what you practice. You do what you practice and do it better.
You keep doing it if it doesn't work?
It's not like
it doesn't work.
Well, I mean,
they lost the football.
It's not like
the point I'm saying,
superpower running game for the red zone.
No, that's not my point, Scooter. All I'm saying is there are other higher percentage plays that you think you could probably put in there that wouldn't put that situation. Rick, let me tell you something. Anytime you're down in the red zone,
he handed off to Ben Jones.
No, I'm talking about the pick 6.
Off tackle.
I'm talking about the pick 6. Those kind of things will hurt you. They will make you lose a game. Okay. But the thing is this, though.
Stuff like that happens. I'm not going to blame it on that play.
No.
I mean, one thing that
it doesn't happen.
Me scratching my head.
If you did it 3 times, then I got a question.
Spreads it out from sideline to sideline, right? They march from their own 10 all the way to the other 10, and then all of a sudden they're all bunched up.
Yeah.
You know.
But see, that's the thing that I go back to, Rick. When that happens, Rick, that means you're not confident in that part of the field to do something that's going to give you a high percentage of maybe scoring. That's my point. Scooter said
the McNeese Cowboys have a plethora of weapons that they can better use
no doubt.
In 10 yards in. And I think what we'll see, and what you saw at the end of the game, when they needed, it was a crazy finish. I don't think I've ever seen a finish like this was pick by HBU.
Yeah.
Fumble by HBU. McNeese had it at the 2. Next play, I believe, safety by HBU.
Yeah.
Free kick by McNeese.
Yeah.
First or second play by HBU, Andre Fuller intercepts. There's 4 turnovers there. Yeah. Intercepts, and here's how the Cowboys locked it down. All right, when they had, all of a sudden, it's David Ham. You know, 6'2", 235. Bam, bam, bam. Takes it in from the 1, game over. That's what you'll probably see inside the 5. Ben Jones is strong, but he's a speedster.
But Rick,
give it to Ham inside. Give it to Ham inside.
But that's going to only work for so long until people start looking and watching and saying,
well, okay, then
so you change
play action.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's
play action.
You better start learning how to do it now.
They're smart guys. They'll do that.
You better learn how to do it now.
Figuring out what they do well.
But let me go back to a point just to talk about what you was on the goal line that you missed to say about the LSU Tigers. Sometimes they're not really that smart coaches. LSU is on the one. Why would you run off tackle when you know they've been coming all night with 8 in the box? Had anybody figured that out yet? What? For the touchback. For LSU.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Anybody figured that out
I'm
yet?
kind of with you on that one.
Why would you do that, Scooter? Why would you do that?
All right.
Anyway, we'll get back to the Cowboys then.
Again, some of this falls in Canada's lap. All right, so the McNeese Cowboys, again, you know, look, they're lamenting it too, all right? It's a win, not real pretty in some spots, but, you know, it's a win.
Have we ever had less celebrating
over both teams winning?
LSU both winning.
Well, Scooter, I'll say,
Whereas the Saints,
it's been
yippee-hi-yay now. Yeah, you're right. You nailed that one. You nailed that one. I agree with you there. It's just right, you know, and I find this interesting, okay? I am not, look, I try to stay as objective as I can about covering McNeese or anybody I cover. I'm a little bit of a homer when it comes to the Saints.
We all do.
LSU, same thing, much like you. I mean, you know, I'm not entrenched in LSU. I didn't go to school there like you. So I find this kind of stuff interesting. I find it intriguing. I know fans hate it, but I find it intriguing, looking for the right answers. You know what I'm saying? I just do. I'm sorry.
And Rick, you know what? As a coaching staff, what do you think the LSU Tigers and Coach Guidry are saying right now when they're looking at film on Monday of what happened on Saturday?
Find something. Clean it up. Clean it up.
Yeah.
Well, penalties, clean it up.
I guess we're winding up this segment with first LSU and now McNeese. I would be a little bit more optimistic for McNeese right now, just because it just does seem to be mistake.
Yes.
If they can clean those up.
Yeah.
Now, you know my theory there, too.
Yeah.
You never clean them all up.
No, you're not.
But if you can clean some of them up, start overcoming.
Yeah.
LSU's got more fundamental problems.
I think they do.
You can't block people.
I think they do.
Yeah.
That's not a matter of just...
That's talent, a lot of talent and a lot of scheme.
Well, a lot of youth.
A lot of youth. And injuries, too. Cowboys are plagued with injuries. Cowboys are plagued with injuries, and, you know, look, I'm gonna throw some kudos out to my 10 and 12-year-olds, okay? The Packers. We opened up the season, we won. You know what I'm learning? Even with flag football teams, you know what I'm learning? You gotta have the horses.
Yeah.
You gotta have talent.
Let me tell you something.
Have
the kids run around
all those kids are great.
I think they're called Colts at that age.
You gotta have the Colts, and you gotta do the fundamentals right.
I agree.
LSU and McNeese right now. James Tabry had a bad outing. All right, he had a bad outing. Okay, dislocated his pinky. Should be okay for Stephen F. Austin late in the game. He had a bad outing. That's gonna happen. All right, Danny Etling kind of was running around, didn't have the kind of showing you want, but he's not the problem. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that. Right now, where LSU is, didn't we all three expect more at this point? I did. I
didn't expect 37-7 loss in
with what was being forecast.
That's for all summer. I think everybody got so caught up in having a coon-ass head coach that they weren't. LSU had a lot of hope.
No, there's no doubt.
Everybody's sure, well, it's LSU. They reload. The tip-off, and I'm admittedly it's a little bit in retrospect, the tip-off should have come the second half of August when they started getting into scrimmage, and all they're doing is raving and talking about all these true freshmen are going to start.
That's a good point.
I mean, that should have sent alarms.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But Scooter, we both know that happens every year. You find some kids that are special. You find some kids that are special.
Here, they've started 7 different true freshmen.
Here's where I'm going to jump in on you. And let me state the obvious, okay? Kevin, tonight you're just missing the obvious, but let me state the obvious, okay? When I looked at the LSU-Syracuse game, okay, I'm thinking the offensive line, how are they going to block Auburn, Florida, and Alabama?
Rick.
I'm looking at McNeese. Okay. How are they going to stop the explosive plays, and how are they going to clean up this stuff when they have to play a Hildenbrand from Central Arkansas, one of the top quarterbacks in FCS? How are they going to perform well against a Southeastern or a Northwestern? They don't have to play Sam Houston.
Okay.
So when the competition, when that cream starts rising, how are they going to do it?
So let me
ask
you
time
this.
is running short.
I got you.
LSU's got Troy. LSU's got Troy
for
to work it
homecoming.
out.
Yes,
That's it.
But this is my point, Rick. When you say that when the offensive line is not doing anything, is not giving the type of protection that's needed, stuff like that. So what are you saying? Is that your quarterback continue to play average? I mean, I don't get it what you're saying.
Coordinator has to.
You're just saying what?
If he can't block, yes, the offensive coordinator is going to have to do something.
So what I'm saying, Rick, if you got a quarterback that's just poor average, I mean, just that. I mean, so that's saying that you're done.
I don't think
I'm not
Danny
getting your point.
I don't think Danny Etling in that game played average.
I just think that if he was more of a threat, Rick, he can't do but one thing is throw. He can't run. He's not a threat to the defense.
Okay, then put Narcisse in. Put the kid in.
To make him say, like, you know, well, what is he going to do? Do you think Syracuse was worried about him running on them?
Put Narcisse in.
Are you serious?
Worried about Brendan running?
But the point is this. But the point is this, Rick, Scooter.
How much time
Whatever makes it work for the offense.
I think we've run the whole show.
I'm telling y'all, and y'all won't believe me, that coaching staff is smarter than all of us sitting here.
Of course they are.
They put that kid in for a reason. It wasn't because we just want to see him play.
We'll see. If they do it again,
you better figure it out.
If they do it again, then Orgeron's throwing the season.
You better figure it out.
Flushing the season. He's flushing the season.
I'm telling you, Rick, you better figure it out.
We're way out of time. Coming up next.
You're way wrong, too.
The Saints win at Carolina, and Cam Newton sucks. We're coming right back.
Soundoff 60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed from opener to headliner. Miller Lite, hold true.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solarsupply.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels. Quickly, Tuesday karaoke trivia night here at Jack Daniels. Miller Lite, Coors Light prizes. Miller Lite, Coors Light specials behind the bar draft, along with Blue Moon, Shiner Rock. A lot of fun, a lot of singing, a lot of trivia, a lot of fun. Jack Daniels, Tuesday night starting at 8 o'clock.
All of those specials that you just mentioned, Mr. Zero, do you have some of those before you coming on?
Huh?
Because I'm thinking maybe you might have dipped into some of those before coming on.
No.
Because some of the answers you're giving is just...
Again, you need to wear that helmet because you've had too many hits to the head. Too many hits to the head.
Has anybody been keeping up with Brandon Harris? Has anybody?
I did earlier. I hadn't heard much.
No, I think
have you?
No, he lost the job in the first game. I don't know if he's regained it.
He's back
the guy he lost
playing.
the job to got hurt.
Really, he's back?
He's back playing. You know the strangest thing? He's doing good.
We'll see.
I
Don't go there. I got to get this story out. I
just wanted to say he's doing good.
The McNeese HBU game, I'm on the sideline. Thought the game was over at 5 minutes, but it turned into one of those finishes.
Much better game.
The interception. Remember I told you about the interception that pretty much ended the game for HBU? I'm racing back behind the bench for HBU. All right, and I looked him up. He's a redshirt freshman linebacker. This is Houston Baptist University. The offense is coming off the field. I've covered a lot of games.
I know where this is going.
I have covered a lot of games.
I know where this is going.
He said,
"It's not a Christian school."
You fill in the blank with your favorite F-bomb.
What?
You guys, yakety yak, suck. And the offense is coming off the field. This is the defense now having to go back on the field. And then he pointed at people, you guys, blankety blank, suck. I'm thinking, boy, you love this guy for a teammate. I have never heard that on a freshman. He was a redshirt freshman linebacker. Now, granted, is an emotional game, but you don't do that to a teammate. Anyway,
yes,
sidebar
you do.
story.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
I've been on some, yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, yeah, yes, you do.
That's division. That's a divided locker room.
Oh, yeah,
right
yes,
there.
you do. No,
all right.
No, it's not.
Carolina, Saints. All right, turnovers. The defense comes up with turnovers. Cam Newton can't seem to find his receivers. So, I mean, 3 picks.
Yeah.
Breeze looks sharp. The receivers look sharp. Running game, running game, running game. Okay? When you get that.
If you give Breeze that kind of running game, there's not many defenses.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. And I'm not saying all the issues are
But y'all two are excited about what the Saints did? I'm not.
Okay, I like it. They win on the road.
Yeah, but like you said, you know, like, hooray, I'm not.
Okay.
You've got to do all that on defense to come up with the win? Do you think that's going to happen every week?
No.
You think that's going to happen every week?
Of course not. Cam Newton sucks. That's why they got 3 picks on the guy.
But that caused
35 to.
Yeah, but those turnovers led to that, Scooter, early on. Okay, so every week you got to play that.
It helped.
On
Not
defense.
all turnovers led to a score.
Well, that's part of football.
Yeah, you got to get turnovers.
Oh,
you got to,
okay, yeah,
you got to win. You got to win that. Look.
So if the Saints doesn't get in, it's like you still win.
So you're saying?
No, I'm just saying.
If you have to get 3 turnovers,
I'm just saying
to win by 4 touchdowns,
I'm just saying.
shouldn't count as.
Oh, don't get me wrong now.
saying.
Don't get me wrong. The defense, it
would
would help.
No.
Yeah, he is.
Don't even go there.
The Saints defense needs to get some turnovers. Now look, Carolina was without Greg Olsen, and they lost Benjamin
That's why I'm
Early.
glad you see that, Rick.
The New Orleans Saints have been without Willie Snead.
Yeah.
Remember that.
But
Willie Snead is critical to this offense, and I believe he should come back for London.
The Saints offense can do. And I don't care how bad Cam Newton played. Anytime a Saints defense holds anybody down like that, you've got to come away encouraged.
Okay. Do you think they'll hold Atlanta down like that?
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
No. They won't.
No.
Okay.
No way.
Okay, we're on the same page then, guys.
You're poop-potting because
No,
they got
I'm not.
3 interceptions.
I'm not.
Let's
It was good for the Saints.
And
yes.
I'm jumping the shark with this one, I know. But let's don't forget that Saints Super Bowl defense. It was not a clamp down. You know,
but they made turnovers, Scooters, and
you're
right.
You're right. Force some turnovers.
I agree. You're right.
And they did
all
year long.
I'll give you that.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. The Saints.
Oh, they've got some games coming up.
You know, the Saints didn't have a turnover in the first 2 games.
Yeah. I know. No, that's good. All right, so they're going to London to play the Miami Dolphins. This is going to be a screwy week.
That's a heck of a game.
Screwy. Look what happened to the Baltimore Ravens in London. They get waxed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay.
Yeah.
In London. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. The Dolphins are coming off a bad loss to the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets.
The Jets.
Okay. So we'll see. All right. Speaking of Atlanta, quickly, you know the rules. The crawl was correct. You saw the play?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Tate.
Yeah.
He was down.
Yeah.
They only had 8 seconds. They had no timeouts. Run the clock. Game over.
Yeah. You're right, though.
Atlanta wins by running off a clock.
You're right, though, but you're right.
It's all right.
Looked, and as absurd as it felt, and like,
yeah.
There's got to be more.
Yeah. You're right. No. That's
there
it.
There is logic in that rule.
Yes,
no, there is.
Because if they make the call right to begin with, and they did, then I'm not sure there. I can think maybe that, and probably that wasn't maybe the situation, but I can think when maybe 10 seconds is too much of a runoff.
I don't know what increment you're going to use.
What? Let's say they had already been on the one. And it was a quarterback sneak.
Yeah. Can you get lined up again?
You could have gotten lined back up.
Valid. There's all these different scenarios and situations.
Yeah.
You know,
you could.
And it would automatically be
you could have.
where they would have been. The offense would have been hurt by them calling it a touchdown.
I know.
To begin with.
You're right. So crazy finish. And while that was going on, Tom Brady's taking the deadgum Patriot. I'm back and forth. Both of those key plays converged at the very same time. I'm trying to watch Brady win over the Texans. And can you feel for J.J. Watt and the Texans?
You do.
They can't win for losing when it comes to the New England Patriots.
Rick.
They had them beat in the playoffs, and Brady brings them back to Brandon Cooks.
He did.
Crazy. All right. I know you've been waiting. You've been biting at the bit to hear our thoughts on President Donald Trump and the firestorm that he caused around the NFL over the weekend. We're going to do that when we come back after this short pause. Stay right there.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LeBerge Casino Resort, home of soundoff60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you'd like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
All right, welcome back to the show. Look, sports and politics, it's oil and water sometimes, but you know the whole scenario with President Trump's comments in Huntsville, Alabama, it stirred it. It was gasoline on an already pretty much a simmering fire, and now it's blown up again with the protest and the. We'll call it protest, but maybe it was more signs of the NFL, signs of unity, and it did circle around the national anthem. Unity for the NFL. For the players and the owners. Look, President Trump, I'm going to say this. I thought he was
unity against what Trump said.
Exactly.
I don't know if there's unity in what they're doing.
Because they're all over the board.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think Trump was playing to the crowd in Alabama. When he goes off script, Kevin, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And it was unpresidential.
I blame him for most
it was
of this.
unpresidential of what he said. It was not
was.
needed. He didn't need to go there. But if he wanted to go there, he didn't have to use profanity and calling them SOBs.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's when it
stirred
became
this up.
personal.
It got personal.
That's when it became personal.
It got personal.
When that came up.
It got personal, Scooter.
so,
It got
okay.
personal.
I'm for the most part with you. I'm from the beginning of this thing, okay? With Kaepernick, I'm not big on symbolic gestures. Never have been. Okay. But if you think about it, and I couldn't agree more. The thing had a chance to die down. I mean, what are these things these kneel downs trying to accomplish? To me, over this, I mean, let's face it, the overall scheme, football shouldn't be that important. It's almost like this thing has got the country more divisive than ever.
And yes.
I mean,
I think.
And yes, it was. I mean, it was about to be next week's news.
Yes.
And then Trump had to make those idiotic comments.
It was idiotic.
And of course, what do you think the players are going to do
Of course.
if you call them out?
And the
And
owners,
you did,
because
and you did call them out.
he slapped around the Goodell and the commissioner and the owners too about the owners should fire those SOBs.
Yeah, he did.
And that is uncalled
He did.
for.
I mean,
So the players had a right to respond.
They did, and they have.
I almost wish everybody would shut up. I get tired of everybody's a victim. You know,
But-
everybody
but the
wants to
thing-
out-victim each other. And it's the Confederate monument thing.
Oh, you're digging.
They
You're
bring-
digging.
that becomes an issue. All of a sudden, I understand some of the. I hadn't heard of the Klan in 30 years. All of a sudden, the Klan's
That's
marching
right.
again.
Right.
Because they're going to react.
Kevin,
I think the whole thing, what happened, Rick, in the beginning of all of this, do people even know why Kaepernick even kneeled? Do y'all even know why? It wasn't about being disrespectful to the flag or none of that stuff.
Or the military. Or the military.
It wasn't that. It was about cops being shot in Dallas. That's what it was.
It was.
And people ran with this. They ran with the Scooter. Now they saying he's been disrespectful to military. He's been disrespectful to troops. That wasn't what it was even about.
No, it was not. It was social injustice and what Colin Kaepernick felt that African Americans had police brutality with and it was brought to the forefront at the time. Okay, so he had a right to do that.
Yes, he
Let
did.
me state this for the record.
I'm a First Amendment guy. Okay?
Yeah. Of course, we all are.
Fine. But the NFL can act shocked if people take offense to this because
No.
they do watch sports to get away from this.
That is true. That is true.
in this case. So they can't be shocked that, you know, that it's causing this division.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay consistent right from the beginning. And Drew Brees, I agree with what Drew Brees said, that he agreed with the protest. He agreed with players having the ability to do that and the right to do it. Anybody who says that the NFL players or NBA players should just shut up, why? They're citizens.
They are.
Okay,
Rick,
they have
you've
a
got a
microphone.
right.
If they're
You
asked a
have a
question,
right.
they have a right to express
You
their
have a
opinion.
right, Rick.
What Drew Brees says, I agree with. The national anthem is not the forum to do it. The national anthem you should protest in some other way, not the national anthem.
Yeah.
That should be a sign of unity for this country. I firmly believe that.
But Rick,
but they have a right to do what they want to do in a peaceful protest.
You can go back to when they took prayer out of school. Okay.
You can open up a lot of can of worms over this.
And I'm just saying, Rick, you know.
But back to the point of why did the president go there?
Yeah.
Why did he go there? Because when he goes off script, it's just to make news. It's just to bolster him. I think he was just playing to the crowd in Alabama.
All he did was stick a stick.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
And Paul.
And the thing is, Rick, with the president, and you know, you've got to be the most professional, the most on-point person because you are our leader. You are our fearless leader. You're the guy that when you look at the United States, you look at you.
Sean Payton.
So my thing is,
Sean Payton said, he said, I assume the president's going to be the smartest guy in the room, and his quote was, I expected more wisdom out of that office. There you go. There you go. All right, we're up against the clock. It's time to watch. We're going to maybe talk more about this. This is not going away. It is not going away.
No,
Short pause. We're coming back with Stump the Wise Guy. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you'd like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Right there.
All right, welcome back. Oh my gosh, more Trump next week. More NFL. It's time for Stump the Wise Guys. The lovely Victoria is here. What you got
Glad to
for
have you,
us?
Victoria.
We are ready.
Okay.
The bell is warmed up and
We are ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Where is former LSU quarterback Zach Mettenberger?
Where is he?
My goodness. He was with Tennessee. That's the
Yeah,
last.
I don't think
That's
he's
the
in the
last.
NFL.
That's the last.
We're going to say he's an unsigned free agent.
Yes, and he
There we
was
go.
last on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Roster.
Yeah.
Okay. He first ended up with
Hey.
the
I
Titans.
thought he had a chance.
Okay.
I think he
I
still
did
might.
too.
We'll see.
Where is former LSU and Barb High School tight end Deason Smith?
Whoa.
Sean Smith.
Oh,
He's
Deshaun,
Bears and Panthers and maybe Falcons.
I know
but
he
I
went
think
to
he's
a
unsigned
workout,
as
but
well.
I think he's unsigned too.
He's out of football.
We need to find Deshaun. We need to get him on the show.
Yeah.
That's right. Unsigned free agent.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
This is
very
quick.
good. All right.
Where is former Heisman Trophy winner and former first-round NFL draft pick Robert Griffin III?
Robert Griffin was.
I think he's living at your house now, isn't
No,
he?
he's not.
Is he bunking down with you?
He was with the Redskins, but I don't think he's with them anymore.
Definitely out of football.
He's out of football
I
too.
think
He
I
got
wanna
released
say
by
that.
the
I want to say
Browns.
he's unsigned too.
You detecting a pattern?
There's a pattern
Yeah, I
here.
think
Where
there is.
are
He's
they now?
unsigned. I wanna say he's an unsigned.
He's out of football.
The former Baylor Bears star quarterback is currently out of football after more injuries led to his
Yeah.
release by Cleveland last season.
Okay.
The Redskins
Yeah.
in that game
by
ruined him.
Cleveland, you know it's
That was, yeah, you're right about that.
Okay, where is ESPN sports anchor and host Chris Berman?
He is out of football.
Chris Berman.
Well, he's not on their NFL shows.
No, he's not. Chris Berman is not.
I think he is still with ESPN, but I have not seen him.
Chris Berman?
I think he's
was
under
at-
contract.
I thought Chris retired, Rick. I thought he
He was
must have
at
retired.
the Tennessee UMass game Saturday as a fan.
I thought he
and the
retired.
UMass head coach are good friends.
But I,
I
think
thought
he's
he
still
was
under
retired,
contract.
but I thought
think
he
he's
was
still under
retired,
contract. What is the?
It says Berman is still with ESPN, but has not been seen or on air since the tragic death of his wife in a fatal car crash.
She did pass
Yes,
away in a car
she did.
crash.
Yeah, I
in
remember
May.
that, and
All
that's
right,
why I thought he stepped down.
Interesting. Where are they now?
That is.
We got to
that
find
is.
Deshaun Smith. We
Yeah.
got to get him on
But
the
you
show
know,
to talk about it.
Berman also got hit in that big round of high-profile cuts ESPN made.
I think they have him under contract.
But he was
he's
he
just
was
not doing
one
it.
of the veteran
He's
guys.
good at baseball, though. He's very good at baseball.
he
All right.
was definitely
I don't know how
one of
much
the
time
veteran
we have left. We're not going to get back on the Trump deal.
No.
But next week, because I know
He's got a country to run. Let those guys play football. Okay?
I agree with you. First thing you said
in our waning time, Alabama number one, Penn State wins, Clemson. What are you seeing? Are you seeing the logic in the era way for LSU? They've got to get an offensive line to block, or they're going to. When they get to Auburn, it's
we
going to be
hadn't
tough.
established that.
And just
I'm
real
trying
quick,
to.
What is the common denominator with those three teams you just mentioned? Real quick. They all have hell of a quarter. They all have hell quarterbacks.
My gosh, Kevin!
The first three he just named, Penn State,
got a hell of a running back.
They all have hellified quarterbacks. Is what they have.
They got good
Dude,
quarterbacks.
that's the common denominator. I'm telling
Crazy.
you.
He's just
Get
crazy.
with it, Rick.
Troy State.
Dude.
Troy State in Baton Rouge. The Cowboys go to Stephen F. Austin. Did not Etling throw a good deep ball? Did he not throw a good deep ball? Boy, I tell you, you're just something. You're something. All right, we're out of time. Thanks for watching.
We may be
Thanks
within
for being
7
here.
with,
That's
with
why
Troy.
we call this show
Troy.
Sound Off 60.
I hope we don't
I'm
beat Troy.
surprised.
I hope we don't beat Troy by 7.
minutes of sounding off.
I hope we don't beat Troy by 7.
I'm surprised when the Saints started out 0-2, but they got to get rid of Drew Brees.
There you go,
They got to
Hawks.
get rid of Drew Brees.
We're out of time, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again next time.
Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.